Preparing for your mammogram. Many women are afraid of getting a mammogram, but there's no need to worry. By taking a few minutes a day for the week preceding the exam and doing the following exercises, you will be totally prepared. And best of all, you can do these simple exercises right in the comfort and privacy of your own home. Exercise 1. Freeze 2 metal bookends overnight. Strip to the waist. Invite a stranger into the room. Press the bookend against one of your breasts. Smash the bookends together as hard as you can. Set up an appointment with the stranger to meet next year to do it again. Exercise 2. Open your refrigerator door and insert one breast between the door and the main box. Have one of your strongest friends slam the door shut as hard as possible and then lean on the door for good measure. Hold that position for 5 seconds. Repeat again in case the first time wasn't good enough. Exercise 3. Visit the garage at 3 in the morning when the temperature of the floor is just perfect. Take off your warm clothes and lie comfortably on the floor with one breast wedged under the rear tire of the family car. Turn over and repeat on the other side. Now you can rest assured that you will be prepared for your annual mammogram. Now many of us find this hilarious, I certainly do, even if we're laughing to help ourselves cope with the very real discomfort of the test itself and with the fear that rises up in us as we wait to hear the results. And those precious words, no problem. Well, a few years ago, when I went for my annual mammogram, I was waiting for my radiologist to say no problem, but she didn't. Instead, she said, "Wendy, I'm sorry to tell you this, but I see something I think we'd better check out." And I thought, this cannot be. I eat a healthy diet. I have no family members with cancer. I have never smoked. I've had a baby. I have no risk factors for breast cancer. I was shocked. This cannot be happening to me. But there it was. After more than 20 years of working in healthcare with a special interest in improving service and compassion extended to people when they are sick, vulnerable, and afraid for their futures, I became one of those people. With anxiety in my stomach and grief in my heart, I started on an emotional roller coaster, from terror to hope to despair and back again. The biopsy was painful, but mostly terrifying. And holding panic at bay, I waited and waited those long few days that it takes to get back biopsy results. And I remember finally when, with me holding my breath, my doctor said, "Wendy, it's not good news." From that moment on, I began pumping for information, for encouragement, and for hope. I asked what this cancer is exactly, its stages, my options, what treatment would be like, where to get the best care, and I promptly forgot every single thing that anybody told me and had to ask all over again. The information was completely overwhelming, but not nearly as much as the decisions and the future that I faced. Ironically, from the start, I felt lucky, grateful for my circumstances, because I have wonderful, loving family and friends, and my parents invested in my education, so I know how to find resources and evaluate my options. Well, this was just the beginning for me. To make a long story short, 3 weeks later I had a mastectomy, and 3 weeks after that I started months of chemo, and within 8 weeks I lost one breast, all of my then big mop of curly hair, and more than anything, my magical thinking that I was going to live forever. I can tell you that at every step of my way, caregivers and the whole healthcare team were unbelievably central in my life. I noticed and appreciated every word, every smile, every skill, every explanation, every kind word and every offer of help at every stage of my diagnosis, my treatment, and my recovery. Now, I hope that I am the only one in this room who has experienced the trauma of frightening illness, but I know that I am not. No doubt you and your family have also experienced the powerful, pivotal, and touching importance of the healthcare team as you endure health traumas that you've faced personally.
Thanks for tuning in. President and CEO of the Leebov Golde Group, Wendy Leebov is a pioneer, author, strategy coach, keynote speaker, and passionate advocate for creating healing environments for patients, families, and the entire healthcare team. Wendy defined the language of caring, a set of healing communication skills, and developed video-based skill-building strategies for all healthcare staff and for physicians, strategies that are now recognized as evidence-based best practices for healthcare. Please contact us today to learn more.